Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name is Micho. I like to make stuff. Today we've got part number 91 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together. Without further ado, let's just jump right into this one. Alright, starting off, we've got our cover. Boom. Frames again. And we've got our parts. And look what we got here. Same thing we did last week, but it's the other side. Other rear window hatch glass. And we've got our magazine. Let's take a look at the magazine. Okay, let's check it out. Alright, we've got a section today on Toyota OEM vehicles. So basically, again, I took a look at this earlier. It really kind of outlines, in other companies, they call it white labeling, but really isn't white labeling. Maybe it's called that in the automotive world. I don't know. But basically, you'll have a company who has specialized in a certain product, and the other company wants to put their brand on there. But they don't want to have to do the R&D, the manufacturing, but they do want to sell that product. You can see this a lot with Costco and their Kirkland Signature brand. Everything that's Kirkland Signature, Costco white labels from other companies. So they have, let's say a vodka that they have, Kirkland Signature vodka, and from what I've been told, that is Grey Goose vodka, but they use the Kirkland Signature brand on it. So the quality is very good. Duracell, the Kirkland Signature batteries are Duracell batteries. The quality is very good. They just want to put their brand on it. Same thing happens in automotive. You got the Copen GR. I think this is a Toyota Copen, but then you also have the GR Sport. Oh, so maybe no. What is this? Daihatsu? I don't know. You see a lot more over here. Oh yeah, this is the Toyota Copen, and then this is the Daihatsu Copen GR Sport. So they're just different brands that want to put their name on there, even though they didn't actually manufacture the vehicle. Suzuki does that. You'll see. I know Ford had done that because my good bud had a was it Ford? Not an Escort, but it was a very, very small Ford, and it was the old Corolla that he had. Everything was exactly the same, but it was a lot lower quality, just because, not lower quality, but just lower trim level. They didn't have very much of anything on it. So yeah, you have examples right here of the Passo, and this is a Daihatsu and Toyota here, Daihatsu over here. Take a look at the article if you want to read it. But basically, the advantages and disadvantages of kind of what normally is called white labeling. Usually, sometimes you have to give up trade secrets, but you actually do get a lot of benefits from it, not having to worry about manufacturing. You're getting really good quality, getting your brand out there. You're able to sell different options to people too as well, and they make money off those options. You have like this Toyota Noah, and then this is the Suzuki Landy. Obviously, they look exactly the same. Nothing has changed other than the badge. Probably other options that you could do too as well. On the Suzuki, maybe they offer a camper version that the Toyota doesn't. Who knows? And then you've got a list of modern vehicles here. This is from, I think, 2023 or 2023 of the version of the Toyota version, and also the Daihatsu over. They have a bunch over here. That's they white label off of Toyota, and people are fine with it. Maybe you get a better deal. Maybe you get less features because of that better deal or something like that. But you still get a Toyota. All right, moving on. You have a featurette on the Prius, one of the most, I guess, best-selling vehicles out there. I had a friend that worked at the Toyota dealership, and he did mention one thing specifically about Priuses, and they basically almost, back then when I bought my car back in 2015 or so, he said that they sold Priuses basically $100 over sticker price, or not sticker price, $100 over what it cost. So basically, they only made $100 on each Prius sold. The reason why was because these things are so fuel efficient, and they had certain tax credits they had to accomplish and fuel efficiency, that the Prius being so fuel efficient allowed them to sell like Tundras. So you had to have like a certain balance point of like, you got to sell fuel efficient cars, and then because of you're able to be on that like kind of more fuel efficient level, you're able to sell these massive trucks like the Tundra. Now the new stuff is they're putting hybrids in those trucks, smaller engines, bigger turbos, so you're using less gas. But does efficiency fail now? Like, are you less efficient? Are you generating less power? Like, I've seen the engines in the new Forerunners. They had the V6 and the V8 producing a lot of torque, and now they have the I think it's an inline four, but it's like a massive turbo on it. So is it generating enough torque that you're actually getting what you want? And there's like a lot of the GR Corollas are 3-cylinder now. So, they're trying to meet those demands of gas efficiency, but also trying to maintain that power too as well. So there's a little featurette on the Prius. And we get right to the part, and it is exactly the same as what we did last week, except for it's just on the opposite side. So same thing, we'll just blast right through it. Here is a part on side turning. So take a look at that if you're want to read some stuff on the drifting part. We'll look at the diagram here too as well. Go ahead and take a peek at that. We're using the e-brake to force your car sideways. There you go. All right, let's just get into the part real quick. All right, starting off, we got everything we saw last time, just opposite, right? We've got the frame here. Oh, make sure it's in focus for you. Got the frame here, and it is labeled R. The window here, just kind of stuck in there. We did. The AIM screws that we had last time too as well, and the stickers. I'm going to go grab the body because I know we're going to need it in just a second. But we'll go ahead and get everything rocking and rolling. Should be a pretty quick one. Okay, starting off again, we're just going to go and get this wrapped around. Same thing as we did last time. Let's make sure that the sticky part doesn't stick to the backing, which this one has already started. This one has a little curve on it right here. Okay, got that all set. All right, go ahead and zoom out. Get this set here. Pretty simple. What we did before. We'll grab the glass piece here. Make sure this is in focus for you. Put this here and take this off. You should grab all of these sticker parts here too. Right. I'm going to grab this here. Like that. And the way I did it before was I held it down here. The best I could. Oh yeah. Start on that bottom corner down here. Really made it a lot easier. Looks like I'm in line 2 on these 2 screw holes here too. Awesome. Take our AIM screws. That's it. That is part number 91 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. Let's take a peek at this rear glass that we just installed. So we've got both this backside here. We've got this one right here. It's hard because it's glass, right? Or not glass, but it's plastic and it's clear. So you can't see it really well, but it looks really good. You can see it in the reflection. The windows go up and down. Got the window over here too as well, which you can't really see, that one. But we are done with part number 91. Let's take a look and see what's on part number 92. And that looks like the rear bumper on this. So the only reason why I suspect that's because you got the license plates there. It's 3-door, and it sure looks like a rear bumper to me. So look forward to that one next week. Really do appreciate you guys sticking with me. It is a long part. We're almost there. We're getting really close. If we're on part number 91, you've only got 110, so less than 20 parts now. So thanks very much for you. So thanks very much for sticking around. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Really do appreciate you guys' support. We'll see you guys in the next one, part number 92. Bye for now.